Hello, everyone, and welcome to. Oh wait, no. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gaia, where the populace are at the mercy of elemental chaos, unpredictable weather, and primeval creatures that have been influenced by the world's discord. I feel like I messed that whole voice up. Our story this evening continues to follow the adventures and mishaps of the group known as the Measure, as they seek to maintain the well-being and safety of their village of Greystand, their home of Greystand. During session tonight, to those of you in chat, we will be interacting with you all to the best of our ability, but so as not to break the flow of our gameplay, we will primarily responding through chat as not to break the flow of the scene. We take a short break around 9:30 though, and when we come back, we'll have a few moments to check in with everybody and just say hello. And of course, last but not least, while you are here tonight, please be excellent to each other. Uh, do we have anything we need to touch on before we continue?
Happy belated GM Day.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah.
And happy GM Day to all you other dungeon masters, storytellers, and game masters out there. It is a day late, but I may your NPCs survive your play.
I have no idea what you mean.
Yeah, no idea. Sora, what do you got for me?
You guys beat my old man Cambion to death yesterday.
Well, you know what? Maybe you should have stayed away.
Backhanded him into the afterlife.
Can literally. I guess I got that, if you're watching this on YouTube, it will be up at some time on Thursdays. Usually around 9 a.m. If not, I don't know, but it'll be up on Thursday. And remember to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified. Yeah.
Yeah, hit the button. Hit the bell. Blah, blah.
Smack it like you like it.
Ooh.
Ring it.
Pull its hair.
Oh, Jesus. That took me a minute. All right, well, last time on Welcome to Greystand, I'm on the wrong session notes. Members of the Measure followed the iron rots down into the mines, where it had been revealed to them, or was revealed to them, the forge they had made during the conflict going on in Greystand. Showing and explaining to them how they created a short sword made with the materials of the iron rot that has been creeping into the village, or was creeping into the village. Along with the reveal of this forge and what they'd been up to, it was also told to them that Krast was the one that helped them light the forge, informing that something is off. Krast is not okay. There was some discussion amongst the Measure and some old allies. There was a mention of Anthea's future in Saxondale. Tim and Cassidy discussed the creation of a great axe for Uthal as a thank you and hopes to a start of a new relationship between his people and their village. And many other things discussed among the group. Around this time now, it's become apparent that the village is finally starting to get back some sort of normalcy as the groups of Greystand, the shepherds, the rangers, even the fisher people, Rena, Sora, is that the phrase?
I think fisherman is a good collective term. But
Oh,
fisher
okay.
folks? I don't know.
Fisher folk. Fish folk. No,
Cool.
not fish folk.
Fisher folk.
Have all
Fisher folk.
gotten back to their daily routines to the best of their ability. The smithy was restarted during the day to which the iron wrought weapon of discussion was forged. And in the evening, a large orange glow was seen in the distance beyond the tree line. Investigating the glow, it revealed to be Crass, sitting in the middle of a burnt out clearing, seeming to be emitting large amounts of fire and heat. After some discussion at a distance between the measuring Crass, a heartfelt goodbye, if you will, Crass, the Phoenixling, reincarnated, erupting and being left nothing behind but a egg, a glowing red and orange egg amongst a pile of ash. The egg has been since stored in the smithy, tucked into the forge where it can keep hot by Umir's instruction. And that's about where we left off. Well, we left off with the creation of the battle axe, actually. That was the last thing that happened. And then we moved over to Tim and Rarissa, who were together this morning. I didn't forget that that's where we left off. Yeah. Oh, yes, Rena.
Inspiration questions.
Inspiration! 1 second. Wrong drive. Okay. Let's fucking go. Oh no. Roll for initiative.
What? Oh, right.
Yeah.
I
You
was like,
can
huh?
use your initiative. How dare you call me out? Combat dimensions!
JT, your camera got yeeted.
What?
I didn't know Tim and Marissa were doing that sort of fighting.
My
Damn.
camera's just gone?
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
Oh.
least she knows how to handle swords.
Woo!
Oh. God.
This thing is
Learn how to
poking me
handle
in
a
the
staff.
fucking eye. I'm so angry.
What?
The little fucking hair point I have on the wig just keeps poking me in the fucking eye. I'm like,
Oh.
I need to cut it shorter. It's not supposed to be this long.
Well, be careful when cutting your bangs. I learned that lesson in middle school.
Oh no, you
Oh.
didn't. Did you bowl cut? Did you just straight across? What'd you do?
Kinda, yeah. It was bad.
Am I back?
anything to-
No.
Avoid punitive action.
I can see you.
You're
Oh,
there. You
are.
are.
Yeah,
Yes, I return.
you know the rolly brushes, like the round ones. I took one when I was younger, and I was trying to like curl my hair in like a certain direction. I know my hair is normally curly, and it got stuck, and I had to cut like this thick of a chunk out of my hair. It was fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. 15 to 20.
20.
I lied.
What? 20? Okay.
15.
Oh, wow. My pen just decided to gunk up in this moment. Okay. 10 to 15.
14.
And then Sir Tim.
4.
Yes. All right. Well, that's the order then. So we're starting with you, Rarissa. What do you do to feel better when you're sad?
Stab.
Stab.
Stab things. Throw knives at trees. That's how she deals with a lot of her feelings.
Yeah, you know, that does seem to be a pattern for you. Okay, stabbing things. Anything else to add to that?
Probably eventually talk with someone, but it starts with the throwing knives, throwing sharp things.
Okay, all right. Cassidy,
Yes.
how do you deal with being sick? Are you stoic? Super whiny?
Hmm.
Etc.
I feel like Cassidy would probably try to pretend everything's fine and carry on until she absolutely can't. Like, she's the kind of person who wants to help other people, and that's how she judges her worthiness. So she won't stop doing her normal routines of helping people and working the smithy and working with the measure until she absolutely can't,
Mm-hmm.
and then she collapses
Gotcha.
if she gets to that point.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and mark your sheet. You too, Luna. I don't know if I said it. Mark your sheet for inspiration.
Okay.
Rena,
Yee.
where do you feel safe?
Is that a trick question?
Thrix. No.
I mean, it used to be home, but that doesn't feel safe anymore.
No?
Forest doesn't feel safe.
Well, that fucking never should have felt safe.
Well, she never ran into bullshit before, so it's with her friends.
Oh. Oh, fucking precious. Okay, yeah, mark your sheet. See, where you feel safe doesn't have to be a place, a static place. It could be with people.
Okay.
All right, Tim. You're next. Tim, do you love or hate being alone? Not the first time I've asked one of your characters this question.
I don't think Tim feels too strongly about it one way or another.
Hmm.
He doesn't care for being alone, but doesn't hate it. He's
Mm-hmm.
content enough with himself to where he can be by himself, but he also enjoys the company of select others.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I imagine that he does find some sort of uh
Solace?
solace. Yeah.
Mm.
When he's alone and studying.
Mhm.
I don't picture Tim to be the kind of person to start reading and or whatever just in a group that's having a conversation or whatever. I mean, that's just my perspective.
That's kind of how he started. It was like, oh well, the books matter. The books really matter. I mean, when they first started out the court, it's like, well, I want to have a desk. I want to write these things down. First and foremost. Now it's, hey, why not enjoy these people while they're
Gotcha.
writing and wait until the late hour.
Yeah. All right. I dig it. Mark your sheet, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all. And now we will come back into the village of Greystand. Where are you two?
Tim's place.
You know, I don't know how I
Canoodling.
don't. Did you say canoodling?
Yeah.
All I heard was noodling, and I was just like, why did you say
Just
that?
noodling.
Rissa doesn't have to give nudes. She's already.
Already seen it.
Good lord.
Already been nude.
Damn.
I don't have a farm map, unfortunately. Only crop maps.
You just point out whatever little huts, Tim.
Yeah.
I can't
Um,
remember.
Oh, yes. I need to get back to that map. Where are you guys? Can't I go there? Ah! There we are. Yes. I mean, you guys are over. Yeah.
All
Um.
right.
So yes, the both of you. Oh, you know what? I forgot to ask you guys for something last week, real quick, before we get into this. I need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
No.
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Please no.
Okay.
You have inspiration.
I don't want to. I just got it. I don't want to take it away after 10 minutes.
All right, Cassidy, what do you got for me?
23.
Marissa.
17.
Okay. Rena.
It's a total of 4.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Mind you, you are out fishing. Cassidy's in the forge. I'm getting to the start of their day now, so
Okay.
I'll
We'll circle back to my problem.
well, I will circle
Okay.
back to everybody
Okay.
at some point. Tim, what did you get?
16.
Okay. Okay. All right. Noted across the board. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you're awake together at Tim's place. Are we touching on anything here?
They're touching on each other.
Yes,
Right.
JT.
If there's,
I don't know why
Believe
I'm like
so.
this.
if there's ever a time when somebody needs to clip something in the chat, that was the fucking time.
I don't know why I'm like this.
Really want details.
So we're touching on each other.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
tell.
some sweet cuddling, I imagine. So we got Crass handled. Battle axe.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what you guys are doing with your day.
Battle axe is done. People will be returning to their home. What are your plans for today, Robissa?
Kind of planning on seeing where might need the help the most today. Getting things back to normal. The apiary can definitely wait. I don't feel like that's a priority.
That's fair. I think I'll be working on the farm. We're gonna need hands. If you see Anthea, by the way, feel free to send her.
Always go bring her here. If you need hands, we can help.
Well, the farm needs hands. I've got yours.
Oh.
Nice.
Huh.
I mean, I'll need them back to work.
Okay. Fine. Ask for such great sacrifice.
As you are finding this moment to just be with each other, these few moments of silence, if you will, you do hear a on the door, and your brother, your oldest brother, Tim, come on, we got stuff to do.
You got it. I'm on it. Let me get off of it first.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh.
I'll be right out.
All right. Not me forgetting his name.
Theovrin.
Right. He's right at the top of my list that you can't see.
Hidden on my sheet. Ugh.
Yep. He says, starting out in the north field. You hear him walk off. All right. So you're gonna see to the farm. Larissa's gonna start seeing about helping people like with repairs and stuff like that.
Should probably go, since Tim requested her, go get Thea and bring her back.
Okay. All right. Well, you would know where she is because you all left the court for James and his allies to stay in. Oh, I should change the music. She's easy enough to find. Boop. A lot less.
Dramatic.
Yeah. You make your way over to the court, though, after what?
I was like, ooh, intense nudes.
Oh, jeez.
Because of the music.
Damn.
You make your way over to the court, though. There, and being when you walk in, James is sitting at Tim's desk, just resting and waiting for others. It looks like only Ash. Well, no, Ash is not here actually. You just see the
Goliaths.
no, the Goliaths are not here. They are in your pop-up dollhouse.
Right.
The you find the half-elven woman, Veliana. Is that what I'm trying to remember her name.
That sounds right.
That was one of the names.
Okay, that's what it is then. Veliana waiting at the table or in front of the fire, just waiting. Yay. Hey, hi, Marissa.
Hey, what you guys doing here last night?
Good. The bed in the armory's a little weird, but other than that, everything's fine.
It was a choice made for more privacy at the time. You guys can move it temporarily. I think as long as you put it back, there won't be an issue.
Yeah. I don't think. Oh no, I don't think we need it. I think there's a small enough amount of us that we could use what's in the regular room. I just thought that was weird. To be honest. What can I do for you, though? Everything okay?
Well, I was coming here to look for Anthea.
Hmm.
Is she around, or did she already head out?
She might be already be out and about. Just, I think she took the back room. If you want to go look. But I think she already head out today.
We'll give it a knock.
Um, there's a little bit of, there's a moment of silence, and then you just hear uh coming, and then she like you hear like little fast steps across the floor. She opens the door, and she is still in her night dress, like whatever she wears to sleep, and her hair is just kind of a mess. And I overslept. I fell out of the bed. I'm okay.
You're okay. Do you need a minute? I could back and just when you're less when you're ready and not surprised by me currently being here.
Uh, uh, it's okay. I'm coherent, I think. What did you need?
Oh, well, Tim said that if I saw you to bring you on by, so I was just gonna come take you over
To where?
to the farm.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I got that. Just give me a minute. I'll get dressed. And she shuts the door. And a little while later, she comes out, still looking a little disheveled, but dressed and ready to go. And you're just gonna bring her back to the farm.
Yeah,
Okay.
she'd be like,
Uh,
you sure? You're good?
as Yep, I as good as it gets. Um, let's go see what Tim needs. Uh, of course, doesn't take too long. You're able to bring her back, and Tim, you are presented with an Anthea. Yeah. Thank you, Vanna. Uh, hey, Tim. Need help with something?
Yeah. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
What you
Let's
need?
see. Can you tell me a bit about that spell that you cast at the hot springs?
Uh, yeah. I. It takes a lot of concentration. Kind of gotta sit in place and really focus on it. But I just. It's like I reach out and I talk to the plants and I give them. I empower them. It's like I'm reaching out and feeling their life energy and I'm invigorating it.
Okay.
It I mean, like I said, it's pretty small if I just do it quickly, but if I think if I sat for a while and worked on it, do it pretty quick or on a larger scale.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind, come with me and let's look at our crop here at the farm.
Okay.
And let's see if you think you might be able to help in any areas where they need help. I'm not
You
sure
want
what
me
state they'll be in. It's been a while. We're a little bit past harvest time.
you want me to grow your plant?
Maybe if you could rejuvenate it. I don't know. Might be a little past due.
Hmm. Well, I don't think that going to help something that's already grown, but I can grow new things. If they're already grown, you should probably pick.
Okay.
But put me some. I mean, do you have like new seed beds or anything?
Is the oven anywhere around?
Yeah, he's easy enough to find. I would imagine you'd be out there with him already. Uh, but you're gonna ask him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alternatively, we could just keep casting that spell till the plants just go ahead and ripen, shed their seeds and fruit, and then we could have a whole lot more growing than what we have now.
So, like, you want to try and get another harvest out of what's already here?
Possibly. Let's talk to Theo. See what he
Okay.
thinks. He's probably got a good lay of the land.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up pretty early, but I'm pretty sure he wakes up earlier than everyone.
She's walking alongside you, and it's noticeably hotter here in Greystand, and especially on the farm because your crops have such a limited tree cover. You're feeling the heat of the summer today, for sure. Um, and Anthea says, "Okay, it's definitely a lot cooler in Saxondale.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Being close to the mountains has its benefits, I'm noticing.
Yeah.
You you get closer, you get over to where Theovrin is, and he's, you see a couple of your other siblings are here. Obviously, even Dad's out here picking, whatever crop bed this is, pulling carrots up out of the ground, whatever it is. And he turns, uh, brought an extra hand there, I see.
I did.
And,
Someone with plant magic, actually.
mm, plant
And
magic. Huh?
Anthea's got a spell that can uh, fast track plant growth.
Could be useful.
Don't know how long she'll be with us. Her and James and his group, they could get called away at any time.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured while we've got her, maybe we could use that spell. I don't think it's one that I'll be able to access anytime soon.
Right. Well,
How are the crops looking, Theovrin?
Well, I mean, they kind of look like shit because there's weeds all over the place, but um, they could be in worse condition. It wasn't particularly hot the past up until recently, so ain't nothing too burnt up. There's definitely some overripe vegetables around here, and the damn wildlife got to some of the crop, but it could be a lot worse. I've
Alright.
seen it in worse conditions, so.
Here's
Well,
my
yeah.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
We pick what's good, what looks ripe. Anything that's overripe, it's not going to be good for us to start storing or using. We leave in the field
Mm-hmm.
and try to pick what weeds we can as we go. Once we're done with the plot, we get Anthea. She will take some time for her to do it, and she can cast her spell. The seeds in the overripe fruit can then produce more fruit, or crop, and then we'll have even more to pick that's actually good and ripe.
Well, I mean, how much is she gonna do this to? She gonna just do the crop field or what?
What do you think,
She's-
Anthea?
Well, I did about a crop field's distance yesterday, and that's just when I just did it real quick. I was telling Tim that if I take my time, I do a lot more, so I could probably get more than a crop field. Just put me in the middle of wherever the best spot is that you think, and if you could get me some shade, that'd be even better. Because if I'm gonna sit and do this, I'm gonna sit for a while and really give it my all.
Okay. I think we've got some spare hats. I think
Okay.
Tam and Tammy made one that was jokingly oversized. Play a prank on Tallulah at one point, and that should still be in storage.
Fuck, that really does make sense though. Okay, well I'll take it. I'll just and Theoverin just says, "Yeah, I'll show you where to sit, Anthea. He brings her along. After you get that hat, Tim, just
Start
hit.
picking.
Yeah, just start jumping in. I'll get her situated and all that. So
You got it.
I love that. There's definitely an oversized hat in storage, a ridiculously oversized hat, and it provides ample shade for Anthea. So
Yeah. Only thing we'll have to do is cut some little slits at the top so her horns can go through.
yes, yes, just boop boop right out the top.
We can just slap them on top of the antlers, and then she can have some nice breeze underneath.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you bring her the hat, and she's just sit crisscross applesauce, and basically in like a crossroad of crop fields, and she says, "All right, well, I'll let you know when I'm done. Just make sure I don't pass out,
We'll check on you.
or if I do, you bring me inside. I guess is what I mean."
Yeah. Here's an extra water skin.
Oh, thank you. Okay, well, she is out there doing her thing. Um, Cassidy, you've forged this battle axe. What are you gonna do with it now that you have it? It's you and Ash, because he was with you helping you with it.
Did we forge it this morning or yesterday?
This morning, I misspoke earlier. It happened in the morning.
Okay.
You forged that axe while Rena was fishing and, or,
I would like to present it to Uthal.
Okay. Okay. Um, well, where did you put the pop-up house, Rena?
It was by the apiary, if I remember correct.
That's right, you did. All right, well, heading out to the apiary, you do pass the Drunken Dragon on your way, Cassidy. Do you have Ash with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, he's the two of you walking back. The Drunken Dragon is still it just seems like it's really busy. I mean, you know that, with what's been going on, it might just more so be not everybody's left yet, but the door is left open as it typically is during the day, and you can see a lot of people milling about inside. Seems more active than it has been the past couple of days, with everyone just sitting around and essentially waiting to be told they can go home. Uh, and there are also villagers walking the streets now. While it doesn't feel normal like what you normally see, it's getting back to it. A couple of shepherds, as well as some villagers, while you are walking, acknowledge you. Like they nod their head to you. Uh, a little, not that you face adversity, like as much as like the sisters do, but you're noticing that you're getting a little more notice, a little more acknowledgement since you've been back. At least in this moment, you're noticing it as you're walking through the village. Um, Ash at one point says, a little Miss Popular over here, ain't you?
I think it's what we did
No.
with the measure.
Mm-hmm.
What everyone helped us do. But kind of nice.
It
To
ain't
be
no small
acknowledged.
thing. Mm-hmm.
Do you want to pop into the Drunken Dragon and check up on them while on our way over to the Goliath?
Oh,
Does that sound good?
I mean, if you want me to, I will. I wasn't planning it,
I
though.
meant both of us.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we could stop in. Ain't no problem. Uh, heading into the Drunken Dragon. It's mostly villagers. Martin Tenwood seems extra busy. He's like moving, like with everyone staying there, like the furniture got moved around and stuff like that, and he's got a couple people that are helping him like reorganize everything back to how it's supposed to be. Um, he's you see him looking really confused at the alchemy jug, and he's like, "This isn't where I left this," and he's like picking it up and dragging it over to where it goes. Um, uh, the Umir and Valdine are here, just having a discussion between the two of them, uh, kind of in roughly the same place they've always been since you've gotten back, but everyone else is helping Martin, and there are also a few people that are just kind of standing around. They seem a little uneasy still, not quite ready to go home.
Mm-hmm. Like afraid.
Mm-hmm. But it's very lively in here regardless.
Well, I look around and I feel comfortable that things are as they should be. I'm just gonna pop over to Valdine and Umir and say hi, ask them if they need anything before going over to the Goliaths.
Mm.
Just doing a checkup and making sure they're okay.
Good morning, Miss Meridian. Ash.
Greetings.
I think we're all right here. The Martin has plenty of hands to help him reorganize the tavern. Um, Nothing here needs assistance. I imagine that there are some people more so on the north end of town that might need assistance if you have the time. Uh, from the reports, I haven't gone to the north end in days, but from the reports, it seems like that's where the majority of the damage was done from the encroaching, what are you calling it? The rot. So that may be where reconstruction efforts are needed, but things are well here. I think also, I'm just going to put this out here to you. You can put out feelers since you deal with a lot of the community with the smithy. I don't know how popular of an idea this is going to be, but I think a lot of people still need this. We need somebody to replace Lavana. Not immediately. The woman just died, and I understand that with everybody that we lost, there's going to be time for healing, but her place in this village, while maybe not apparent to all, was an important place. So to find somebody to fill those shoes, it is somewhat of a priority.
Nominate Cassidy.
I already have 2 jobs.
Get on
that
it. Tim's got 3, or at least.
that that does sound valid, Valdine, although I do have some concerns with the way some of our citizens were treated by Lavana, so I do hope that her successor recognizes there's nobility in everyone,
Right. Well,
but someone to help keep the people together in their way or Lavana's way
mhm.
is an important position. And I can definitely let the measure know and everyone and see if there's someone who feels right for the job.
Yes, Lavana was far from perfect. There's validity in your words. Part of why I asked you, and the rest of the measure, I value their opinion as well, so do please extend this to them as well.
Well, I do appreciate the vote of confidence, and I'll have a think on it.
Yes, I understand that there's much to be done, and you, as the measure, have larger tasks at hand. So I don't expect you to dedicate all your time to this. Just think about it and get back to me when you're able to.
Of course, I do have some brief business this morning, and then I'll pop over to the north side of town to see if I can be of any assistance.
It's much appreciated.
Good day to you.
You as well, Miss Meridian? Ash? Uh, you're going to depart from here now, then?
Yeah.
Ash is kind of just chuckling a little bit as you're exiting. He's like, as I said, little Miss Popular. He just laughs.
Do you think so?
I do, Miss Meridian.
It's definitely not a position I've been in much before.
Hmm. Well, the work you're doing, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. I always liked helping people. I don't know what it is. I see a problem and I want to solve it. I see someone who needs help and I want to help them. It just kind of how my brain works.
Well, it sounds to me like they're asking the right person these questions then. They got the right gal for the job.
Thanks, Ash. It's definitely been a challenge having to rise beyond being a smithy. But it's been fun learning new ways of being.
Helpful.
We've become quite helpful. It seems perhaps all you really need is the will to get the job done, and the skills will come along with it. But having someone to spend the time with has been nice as well. And she gives him a warm smile.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah,
Well,
even though I've been, with the measure, they are great friends. I've still felt kind of isolated sometimes, so it's been really nice getting to know you. I don't feel alone as much anymore.
oh, well, good. I'm happy to be of service. And he puts his arm around you while you're walking. You and your friends got something special going on there, though. You all heroes. You rising to the call. It's honorable.
It's not something I ever thought I would be doing, but the job was cast to us and we took it up.
Well, you're doing a great job, seems.
I appreciate that. So it can be thankless work, although a lot of the time that was because we were miles and miles away from anyone who could have possibly thanked us. Still, sometimes it felt quite challenging
Mm-hmm.
doing what we do.
Well, hopefully the miles won't be too bad. Hopefully, something can be figured out. How to get from place to place a little faster.
That would be quite amazing,
Mm.
especially in our case, because I can't say I'm very happy putting an entire huge forest between us on the regular.
Mm. Yeah, that ain't.
Guess as far as the distance goes, we didn't really think that through.
We'll figure it out. Or I'll just pester James until he figures it out.
Well, I'm not the only smith in Grey Stands, but I am required as part of the measure for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, I understand that. It's about this time that you arrive at the pop-up dollhouse. It is loud and boisterous inside as the Goliaths are all just talking and being jovial with one another. Cassidy, welcome.
Uthal, thank you.
Thank you for the magical house.
It's quite something, isn't it?
Hmm. Yes. I can only imagine the ways you could utilize this in battle.
Oh, how would you use a temporary house in battle? Do tell.
I don't know, but
Oh, it would
it would certainly confuse my enemies.
for sure. Well, the whole completed house popping up one day that wasn't there the previous day is definitely alarming for some.
Mhm.
I come with news, Uthal. Uh, a gift, if you will.
Oh,
Um,
for me?
well, on behalf of the measure and the town of Greystand, we thank you and the Goliath for everything you've done for us. We may very well have not survived if you didn't answer the call and come to help us. And we traveled far and wide to find you, and I'm very thankful that we did. And this morning, I have forged a war axe that I hope is befitting of a warrior of your caliber. As a thank you.
He looks at this axe as you present it to him, and he just gently reaches his hands out and takes it.
Be careful, it's sharp.
He he looks at it and he nods. Are you sure? For
Positive.
me?
I intend to plant the seeds of our future relationship between your village and mine, and to truly show you that we see what you've done for us. And we thank you.
I will do your work honor. I will kill many foes with this. I'm going to go hit something right now, and he's just and he walks out the door with it.
I'm just gonna chuckle at Ash and say,
Mm, that's an individual.
he's quite spirited, bold, but a great ally.
I mean, I hope so. Um,
You know, it was James' connection to the Goliaths that allowed us passage into their village to seek their assistance at all. So,
I do recall watching everybody coming down from the mountain. Yes.
mm.
Yeah, James knows a lot of people, it seems. Just getting to know more and more every day.
People I never knew existed before I left Greystand. I'm glad we did.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So, side question.
Mm.
Do you have an apprentice in Saxondale?
Oh no, it's just me.
Just yourself?
Mm-hmm. Family business. Ain't nobody to pass it down to yet.
Mm. Okay. Just thinking about options, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
My ma taught me the craft. My apprentice, she may as well be a full smith by now. I think she's fully trained up.
It's impressive.
Yeah. Took me about 10 years of training to train her completely. I think that's a valid amount of time to learn the trade.
I suppose time will tell. Um, Wherever you go from here, from this moment, what we're gonna travel over. I don't recall what the determination was. Rarissa, what are you doing?
Well, if things were handled at the farm, she probably would have gone back to the tavern and seen if her mom needed help with anything.
Um, oh, you're gonna go look for mom. Okay. Um, you
Or Cynthia. go
yes.
go the other way.
Yeah, they've got a decent amount of people on the farm because they've got Anthea's doing what she's doing, along with the Thomases. There's also the remaining Earth family members who are helping out the Thomases with their craft or with their farm, because that is more pressing than their farm right now. So there's plenty of hands there for now. Going to the tavern, you're probably seeing Cassidy and Ash leaving as you're going in. Entering the tavern, your mom is in there, and she's one of these people that's helping move tables around. She sees you and she goes, "Ah, come on, over here." Um, oh wait, she didn't have an accent, did she? No, yes, she did. Um, she's just motioning for you to come over, and she's. Are you gonna go to her?
Yeah.
All right. She
Be
just
like, yeah, of course.
she points to the other end of the table that she's standing. She's like, "Just drag it with me. Come on." And she starts to pull the table into place. Where where's your sister?
I'm assuming fishing.
Oh, right. Right. Okay. All right.
She
I have.
probably really wanted to get back to that, I won't lie.
Mm-hmm. I just. You've both been gone for so long, and now I'm trying to. I don't want to be clingy, but with so much that's gone on, I just want to make sure you're both okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I came this way to see if you needed help too. It's a lot. So I understand, Mom. It's fine.
Um, okay. She's probably fishing. You're here. Your friends are all right, I'm assuming.
Well, I
Right.
just saw the one go out, so
Oh, right. Yes. Yes. I think I did overhear them talking. If you want to help, uh, Mr. Tenwood, we're getting things back in order. You can hang around and help if you would like. Um,
yeah, yeah, of course. Whatever you guys need, I'm here to help.
all right. Thank you. And she just starts giving you tasks to, like she gives you tasks, but she's doing them with you. Like she's never more than like 5 feet away from you if she can help it. And she's just kind of asking you about your trip and everything. Just curious about what you've been up to. Um, and those sorts of things. Is there anything in particular you would want to tell her about the past month, or just generic details?
I imagine her kind of like rambling to her mother about like as much as she can. Um, like that's her mom, so she's probably like, "Oh yeah, we found this other city, and then we went to this other place, and then there was this whole big area that had like just like going on and on and on about it all." Um,
Okay.
she might withhold if her mom wasn't around when it was mentioned. I don't know. I thought it was like mentioned out loud, but she would probably hold off on the whole. Yeah, by the way, found a statue of Dad.
Oh,
I think that was only mentioned at the hot springs. So
yeah.
Yeah, she would probably wait until Rena was around to have that conversation.
Okay.
I gave her that stained glass when we
Mm-hmm.
came back,
Yeah.
so she probably
Yeah.
has
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh, she has the stained glass. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you could tell her about the statue later when you're both together for sure.
Yeah. She'd probably be like, there's something else that I want to talk about, but I want Rena to be around for that too. She gave you the thing, but there's more to that.
All right. Well, the two of you should come find me tonight, and we can have a talk. All right? The three of us can catch up more.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how possible it'd be with everything going on, but family dinner and talking.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that we can figure something out. That's very doable. I'll make it happen. Renner,
Yes.
you still out there fishing? Well, you caught quite a bit of fish already. So you're out there with Lennar and River and
Georgie.
Georgie's somewhere out there. I kept almost calling Martin Georgie, and when I went to go say Georgie, I just forgot his fucking name completely.
I gotta be
Like,
honest, I got them confused for the longest time, so like I get it. I don't know why, but
They're both short old men.
yeah.
They are. I think Georgie's an old halfling, and that's what Martin is too. So I've done this to myself.
pretty similar to the Georgie I know too.
Oh, halflings aren't real.
Yeah, but my Georgie's a little orange cat. He acts like an old man.
Well, any particular conversations you're having out here, Rena, on the float?
If I remember correct, we were on the way back from fishing. So
Okay.
I mean I could be wrong, but I thought we were walking back to take care of the fish.
Oh, okay. All
So
right. So you're pulling in on the float, on the skiff, whatever it's called, the platform. That's what I keep calling it. And Lennar's like, getting the fish together. Him and River are probably, fucking around. River's trying to play some sort of trick on him, and Lennar's just like shoving him, like, "Come on, man, I'm just stop, stop." They're like brothers,
yeah.
the way that they act together. And River's the little brother pestering the big brother. Georgie is doing his best. He's trying to pull his little boat in He's got about enough muscle to sit there and hold a fishing rod. Pulling a boat onto shore is a little difficult for him, though.
Right. Irena would help with that if she's able to.
Thanks, Rena. Appreciate it. Could you do me a favor?
Yeah, Georgie, what's up?
I I gotta go sit down. Could you put this in the shed? And he picks up his bag. It's like his fishing bag. It's got like his lures and shit in it. He's like, put this in the hut for me.
Yeah, I can do that, Georgie. We're heading back that way anyway. We'll bring the fish up too.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah.
Go sit down.
Okay. And he does. He walks on shore. He gets onto the bridge and he just plops down on the bridge and hangs his legs over the edge. The boathouse or the fish shack, whatever you want to call it. I think it's called boathouse on the map. Is like not far at all from where you are. Like, that's why he was a little hesitant to ask you to do it because it's like it's right there, but it's like no, please, you. The boathouse is somewhere you haven't been yet, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
It still looks the same on the outside. It really didn't sustain any damage. It's looking pretty good. But you make your way over. You open the door and you get that first glance of some nets hanging on the wall down from the ceiling, a couple of fishing implements across the counter, and you go and you turn away and you shut the door behind you. And when you turn around,
No.
you're not in the fish house.
Okay.
You're not in the boathouse.
Oh, fuck. Wait, what?
You're somewhere else. I was wrong. You are surrounded in a room, a very dark room. Sort of has this eerie, yellowish green tone to it. The walls are made of wood, much like how your boathouse is, but it's old, it's rotted. There's some vegetation that's grown up in between and across from you, much like in the boathouse, is a table. And across this table are jars and with liquid inside, and some of them have small little animals in them suspended in fluid. In one there's just a collection of eyeballs in the entire jar. There's an array of different types of herbs and flowers, but they're all dried and black. Tons of implements that, I mean, obviously this is not the fish house. It's a small room that you're in, and there's a door maybe 7 or 8 feet away from you. And it's got a very musty, dank odor to it. Give me a perception real quick.
Am I able to, like, move about or anything like that?
Well, yeah. What are you doing?
Just, as I know you said that I kind of open the door, shut the door, and then I'm faced with the room. She's just kind of walking towards the center of it and, like, inspecting everything. A total of 18.
You hear through the walls nature. Just just some sort of large amphibian croaking. You could hear the hum of cicadas somewhere. And the slight, every now and then you hear the sound of water. Gentle movement of water. And as you're walking to get to the center of this room, again, it's not very large. It's like it's a long room. It's not very wide,
Mhm.
and this table takes up portion of the room. As you're walking into the center, the floorboards creak beneath your feet. You see more things on this table. Skeletons of animals that you have never seen before. Just this winged looking creature with a very long mouth to it that kind of ends in a point. Um, Very bizarre looking. Again, nothing you've ever seen before that could match that kind of skeleton. Uh, and there are a bunch of little vials with labels on them with script that what languages can you speak and read?
Well, common, obviously, elvish,
Oh,
and infernal.
okay. You think you could read them at first? You get like this hint of, oh, does that? Oh wait, no. What is that? Like it's weird. Like it's you get elvish hints, but it's not elvish.
I gotcha.
Um, what else are you doing?
Um, I don't know, but I'm fucking scared. Just gonna go and, I guess, inspect the jars.
Okay. Within these jars, the color of the liquid inside varies. Who knows? Perhaps the longer something's been in there, the more pronounced the color, or and vice versa. But there's a jar that's just full of a variety of eyeballs. Give me an investigations roll.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. 16?
While these are all eyeballs, they vary in size, and some of them are different. One of them in particular, you see, it's a slitted iris, like you would see on a reptile. And you get down and you look at this, and the pupil dilates.
Drop.
Yeah,
No.
you
It's
put it back.
more of like a throw and a drop. No, she's chucking it.
Okay, yeah, and it, like it rolls. It does not break. This is thick, heavy glass.
Mm-mm.
And as soon as you throw it down, you just hear, I see you've found my collection. You turn to look at the source of this voice, and standing in and fully filling the doorway, at least with their body as their head is leaned in, you see this large humanoid woman with dark blue, pockmarked and wart speckled skin, arms the size of them seeming to be exaggerated as they're kind of just in. She's got her hands in front of her, um, fingers very long. Looking to her face, she has completely white eyes, long or straight. I'm sorry. I have trouble reading this. She has this mane of salt and pepper colored damaged hair that goes down her back, and coming from her forehead are these long, slender black horns that curve straight back over her. And she takes a couple of steps in, and the size of this woman, if it wasn't already apparent, is quite large, as you could hear her footsteps just as she steps in. Were you able to hear the noise I made, or was that just...
I couldn't hear
No.
it.
makes this heavy steps as she walks in. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, basically. She's gonna go to reach for her rapier. And remember, she doesn't have it with her. Don't carry it when I fish.
You go to reach for your weapon,
Uh-huh.
and as you said, it's not there, but you go to grab for it, and you have this moment of, oh, that's weird. And you look, and your hand is wet. Your face, your neck, you are damp all over. And you get a look at her again, and she's a little bit closer now. You didn't hear her move, but she's closer now. And her mouth is hanging open a little bit, and her teeth are longer than they should be, and they are pointed. And she's looking at you, and this black ichor is dripping down her gums, and you could see it starting to come down her chin a little bit.
You are absolutely vile. Peggy, right?
She reaches a hand out and she boops your nose, or she goes to boop your nose, and yeah, you back away,
Yep.
and she just she turns away from you, and she does one of these, and it's kind of gross because you hear like this cracking of her finger as she's beckoning you, and you notice that she has an extra joint in her finger
Ew,
as she's
ew.
doing this,
Ugh.
and she just starts to walk out, and she's got her head turned the entire time watching you.
Oh, I sure hate this. Oh, I sure hate this. Why the fuck do you expect me to follow you?
I have something to show you. I think you'll be interested.
She's gonna go slowly, but she is gonna follow.
You follow her out of this room, and you end up in an actual hallway, and the walls are covered in dead vines that cover the wooden walls. You walk behind her, and she fills this hallway, and she's got like this hunch to her, so you see her back, and then her horns, and the damaged ratty hair that goes down her back. You don't really see her head as she just kind of sways back and forth walking down the hallway. You actually get a glimpse at one point and see that she does not have feet, but she has very large hooves. She continues to walk, and she says, I heard that we had similarities, you and I, and your sister.
You're cutting out a little bit, bud. Sorry.
I heard that you and I had similarities, and your sister.
Care to explain?
The way we look, of course. And you continue walking with her, and the hallway expands a little bit, and there are skeletons lining the walls, hung from their necks. Give me a perception roll.
This is one I really want to opt out of. It's an dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
You see these skeletons that you walk through, mostly humanoid, varying heights. These are not fake, these are unique, they are real, and they have horns. With a dirty 20, some of them have horns just like you. And she continues to walk down this hallway, and she even raises a hand at one point and runs them across the bones as she's walking, and her very long pointed nails kind of make a little clicking noise as they tap on the bones. And she stops, and she looks to the right. She reaches a hand out and she opens the door, and she goes in.
Rena's gonna take a second to just look at the skeletons again and then go in cautiously, of course.
Mm-hmm. You go in, and she's obscuring your vision for a moment due to her size. And when you look in, when you get a full view of the inside, she turns around and she sits down in this large, moldy, deteriorated armchair. Maybe it was a very nice burnt umber color at one point, but now the stuffing is starting to spill out. There's green, mossy stuff all over it. And you hear this screaming, muffled noise, and this, what you thought was a table next to her, starts to jerk and move around. And she looks over and she smacks her hand on it. Quiet! And she looks up at you, and she smiles, and she grabs the cover, and she pulls it away. And a blue male tiefling with horns just like yours, bound, emaciated, and who was about to start screaming again, became completely silent. It's your dad. And you're back in the fish house. In a blink of your eye, you return. And we're going to take a break.
Wow.
That was dark.
Papa.
everyone. Hey! I should bring my microphone back down. Hey!
Hey.
Must be the money.
Whoppa! Hey, must be the money.
Oh man, that's a classic. Hope everybody out there in chat is having a good day today. Having fun, spooky things, etc.
Spooky.
Spook. Yeah. Those that are here listening with us, if you've come in late, don't forget you'll be able to catch this on Thursday. It'll be uploaded to YouTube, and then on Friday in podcast form on Spotify and other major platforms. I know I usually say that at the end, but figured I'd touch on it now too. So trying to think if there's anything big to mention that's currently going on, but I don't think so. I think we're pretty chill right now.
We vibing.
Yeah. Things are good. Well, how you doing over there, Sora?
Oh, fan-fucking-tastic.
Just a vibe check. You good? I mean,
I was so disoriented that when I went to try to go to the bathroom, I hit my head on the door frame. Just for the record. It's partially because I can't see the other part because I didn't want to hit the horn on the door, but instead I just went right in the door. So
Fourth.
yeah,
oh.
I'm doing great, sweetie. Listen, I have been up since like 5:30. I'm so tired.
Need to clip the scene with her finding out that information and then fade into, how are you doing? I'm so disoriented. Then just fade out.
Yeah. So Rena is just gonna sit on the floor.
Okay, you are still damp. As a matter of fact, you are just wet. Your shirt is soaked. Stop it, Tim. Your shirt is just soaked through. It looks like you jumped in the lake. This is far worse than it was before.
Okay.
Maybe it's just because of what happened. Maybe it's something else. Hard to tell. So, but yeah, as you sit here on the floor, you are back in the safety of the boathouse. And while she didn't say that she was Peggy, you do feel pretty confident, or yeah, you feel pretty confident about it.
I did address her as Peggy. I just don't think she responded.
She laughed.
Oh, that was her laughing to it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah. She's just gonna probably just sit in there for a while. After everything they've been through, like, she doesn't have the energy to like have her normal freakouts or anything like that. It's just feeling pretty numb. And probably trying to process what's been going on. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. After you're sitting in there for a minute, you do hear a knock at the door. I don't know if that came through on the mic or not.
It did.
Okay. Hey, are you coming? I got the fisher ready to go. Georgie said you were putting his tackle away. He opens the door. Get up! Come on, get off the floor. What are you doing?
I'm gonna be a minute.
Oh, do you need something?
No.
Oh,
I'll be fine. Yeah, we're ready to go. Is that what you said?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I got the River's already started bringing some of the fish to Martin. Oh,
That didn't mute.
yeah. Well, no, I just picked up on Amber's
Oh.
mic.
um.
Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll come help. Sorry. I just kind of lost track of time.
That's cool. I mean, if you need a minute, you need a minute. I just didn't want to leave you behind.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Lennar.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I'm coming, and she'll get
Okay.
up and still soaking wet, right?
Yes.
I hate it.
He kind of gives you. He puts his arm around you as you walk out of the boathouse. He goes, "Did you fall in?"
No. No, I didn't.
Why are you soaking?
Thank you for wording it that way. He's still laughing. Um,
I'm thinking of all the responses you could make.
I haven't really been able to figure that out just yet. I know that sounds really weird, you know. Soaking usually means you went in the water or something.
Yeah.
I think all of us in the group got, like, cursed or something, and now this just happens.
Oh. Is that like contagious?
No one else has gotten it in the group yet, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna lean into him a little bit and just go, "This fucking sucks."
Yeah, I bet you're like cold all the time. I didn't even notice this the other day.
It went away for a bit.
Oh.
Um,
Well, maybe you just gotta wait it out.
Yeah. Need something that can just dry me off, I guess.
Like a towel?
Yes, like a towel. I am not thinking clearly. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you for checking on me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wasn't just gonna leave you in there.
Yeah.
That would be rude, and that'd also be kind of weird if you just started living in the boathouse.
Yeah, it's still kind of musty in there.
Yeah, that's never gonna go away.
I, being away from fishing and stuff for a month, it's not that I forgot the smell, I just forgot how nasty it was. Sure, I'll get used to it again, but...
Yeah. So you all are headed to Martin, who you know where he is. Cassidy, where did you and Ash go after the apiary? Where did you and Ash go? Did I say after the apiary? After the Goliaths.
We were going to head to the north side of town,
Right.
as requested by Baldine.
Okay. You would probably see Rena as you're headed that way. I don't know if you want to say anything or interact in passing.
Yeah. Hey, Rena.
Hey.
You're the first person of the group I've actually seen today. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah, you were also the first person I think I've seen today. From the group. Yeah, yeah, everything's okay. We caught a lot of fish. So...
Why are you soaking?
Same problem from before.
I thought we fixed that.
Yeah, I thought so too. We probably need to talk more later.
Okay, I'm sorry. I tried. This might be beyond my abilities to cure.
I appreciate you trying. No, we're all suffering from something, right? So this is just a little uncomfortable on the daily.
Yeah. Yours seems very, personal, emotional, psychological. Very much in your head.
Yeah. It's definitely part of it. A lot of it. You can tell it's pretty obvious she's spaced out, having a hard time, like, maybe putting words and stuff together. Sorry, go
Do you
ahead.
need help?
Probably later. I just want to get these fish dropped off and maybe see if we could talk with everybody. I at least really want to talk with Marissa, but I think it's better we get the group together.
Okay. Well, Valdine asked me to take a look at the north side of town. Said there's some damage up there that some repairs could really be benefiting. So Ash and I are just gonna head over there. If you see anyone, that's where I'll be. I checked in at the tavern with Valdine, and that's what he suggested.
Okay.
Oh, and I forged Uthal's axe and gave it to him this morning.
Oh, that's awesome. Did he like it?
He was pretty giddy, I think.
I'll have to go check on him and make sure he's not chopping down trees. Well, I mean, we probably need it actually, given all the repairs. But
That's
yeah.
valid. I'm not sure if you can use a war axe for lumbering, but
I'm sure he'll make it work. Okay. Well, I'll see if I can find anybody, and maybe we'll just meet you on the north end of town.
okay. Take it easy.
Yeah.
And I'll look to Lennar and say, take care of her.
Oh, I got it. We're good. He gives Ren a squeeze. Okay. So you are going to you're going to see Martin. You're going to do repairs. Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
Give me. Well, let me check something real quick. Okay. So overall, there's a total of I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my notes here. On the north end, the one building, despite them not being there right now, the one area that a lot of people are working on is the Roundstone Ranch, the Earth's family home and their stables. You notice that there is a single cattle left, whereas they normally have a lot more than that. So a lot of their cattle has either escaped or have been killed during the conflict and the iron rot had destroyed their fence. The building, the house itself, has also taken some damage. So that's where a lot of the focus is on the north end of town right now, because one, as a family, they suffered a great loss, and two, their role in this village is very important. So they're prioritizing getting them up and running again. Your choice. You can give me athletics or even acrobatics to represent fleet of foot, to do repairs. Uh, if you have any specific repairs that you would like to flavor for us, you may. But give me 3 rolls to represent your time spent helping. And let me know what you're rolling, please.
Okay, I'm gonna roll athletics.
Okay.
My first roll is a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Second roll is 17.
Mm-hmm.
And my final roll is an 8.
Okay. All right.
And I think I'd like to put my focus on fence repairs. So if and when the remaining lost cattle are found, they'll be able to be contained.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, while you're doing that, Ash does help you for a little while on the fence. Eventually, some of the guys or some of the other workers come over and grab him because they need a little extra muscle to lift part of the house. The wall started to shift, and they need to reposition it so they can get some beams in place and stuff like that. So they're grabbing him to do that. But he eventually makes his way back around to you and helps you finish the fence. You, Ash, and a couple others can finish the fence today. It just takes you a little while. He's not as versed in these kinds of repairs. He's more used to working in a shop.
Mhm.
You're a little more hands-on with this stuff because you help the village like every day. So you've probably fixed a broken fence beam or something before at some point or whatever. So you kind of got to show him how to do a couple of things here and there, probably, because he's just not doing as good. I didn't
Oh.
roll above an 11, so
Oh.
Tim,
Yes.
over at the farm, you're helping with picking and getting everything together.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. So you're moving your produce around, getting it all into a barrel or a wheelbarrow, if you will. And you're just moving it to the fresh stock. I imagine you have a storehouse on the farm where you can keep stuff, and you're
Yeah.
in the middle of bringing stuff to the storehouse. You get inside, and you're putting fresh. I don't know what's one of the crops you got on the farm.
Potatoes,
Okay,
turnips.
potatoes that you just pulled out. Like you picked these yourself, and you're filling them up into a barrel, and you reach your hand down in and just your fingers go right through it, and you pull your hand out and you look at it, and it's like you're holding a lump of tar. This does not look like a potato. And you go to say something, like, just to yourself, like, what the hell, or whatever Tim would say, and nothing comes out. You don't speak. No voice comes out. And it's everything around you flickers. The walls change, much to like the room Rena saw, the types of walls Rena saw before, deteriorated wood with vegetation coming in, but it just flickers for a second. And when it flickers back, the room's a little dark, and in the corner is completely obscured of light, and you just see these 2 dots of light in the corner. eyes. And you can't see much else. And you just hear, "When I see you, I'm gonna put your tongue in a jar." And then it all pops back, and you're just holding a potato in your hand. Can't hear you, Rena.
I was whispering. It's okay. What the
Oh,
fuck is
okay.
happening? I fucking hate this.
You don't deserve my tongue, bitch.
Jesus.
Give her one of these when you see her.
Oh.
You'll get it.
You could do the same thing for me though, Tim. You could do athletics or acrobatics to, 3 rolls to see how far you get through the crops.
All right. We're going to roll 3 separate d20s. See how they do. Take this one out of the case.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, he's rolling real quick. Rena and Cassidy, if you said it, I've forgotten and I apologize. Did you say where you wanted the group to meet?
Nope.
No, I just told her I'd be on the north side.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
All right.
Sorry.
That
Tim.
is. Oh, no, you're good. That is a 17, a 15, and a 5.
Okay. Well, it makes sense. You haven't been picking crops for a while, so maybe, after that little episode in the storehouse, you kind of on edge a little bit. Slows you down maybe towards the end of the day, but you get a decent amount of work done, and of course your siblings are out there too, so you get through a good amount of it. Rarissa, are you going to stay at the tavern with your mom for as long as she's there?
Yeah,
Okay.
kind
Well,
of helping out where she can, doing whatever she's asked.
okay. Rena, so you get to the Drunken Dragon. Mom's there. Rarissa's there. Uh, Mom kind of stops what she's doing and she walks over to you and she just gives you a hug and she goes, "Oh, did you fall in the lake? Or in the
Ye-
river? The river, sorry.
Yeah, I fell in.
Oh, you have to be more careful." Well,
It's not the first
I
time.
mean, well, perhaps when if Tim comes by, he could do that thing he does. I don't know.
Yeah, the,
Uh,
the magic. Yeah.
right. Or if I mean, you should change if you have to change. But
Right.
are you all right? Do you need anything?
Um. Yeah. I've been okay. Me, Lennar, River, and Georgie. We got a lot of fish.
Oh,
It's
great.
not enough for the whole village, but maybe for like half at least.
That's
Um.
fantastic.
So we did pretty good.
The
So.
That's great. Come, yes, everyone. And she starts like leading you all in. She's like, "Martin is very busy, but I can help you get these put away." And she like, you and Lennar and River kind of follow her. She takes you into the back room, and they've got like an area where they'll like salt meats and stuff like that to preserve. And she's like, just give me a hand. And Marissa, of course, you could tag along as well. Just give me a hand with these. We'll get them put away now, and they can, if they want, they can come and get these. And she starts doing all these things, and she's talking. She's like, "I'm just letting you know, we're probably going to be relying on fish for a while. The Earth's lost their entire um, herd, all for one. Probably the oldest animal they have, but poor thing was probably too weak to run." It's,
Oh. Oh, that's sad. They've
mm-hmm.
lost so much.
Yes, it's very sad. I worry about them. I haven't had a moment to go speak to them, but I think Vallista is going to need a lot of attention, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Maggie, I can only imagine what she's going through right now. It's just the two of them and the little one.
Right.
So don't be surprised if they ask you to stay out a little later fishing. I don't know what Valdine has in mind, or Umia, so.
Right. Well, we'll help any way that we can. I don't know what good I'll be with repairs. I'm not the best at that sort of thing, so maybe fishing is a good place to stick to. So
Give me a con save, please.
that was out of fucking nowhere. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I have a total of 9.
You just have this moment where you you cough into your elbow, and you pull your mouth away, and there's like this black stuff on the inside of your elbow.
She is gonna just put her arm down. Marissa, I have something else outside. Could you help me with it real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. Just start hurrying out of the the tavern. Okay, I lied. She just points at her arm. I don't know what this is.
When she's saying this to you, you could see it's in her teeth and on her gums. The same substance, it's like a black ooze or gunk, whatever.
It's also in your mouth.
Oh god. She just gags.
Something happened while you were fishing?
I didn't fall in. I had like this weird. I don't know what happened. I walked into the boathouse and everything went like dark, and then I think I saw like there was jars everywhere and like blackened herbs, and then I'm pretty sure it was Grandma Peggy that popped up, and I followed her down this hallway, and we were just walking, and then I don't know what happened. I just heard some yelling, and she pulled the cloth off of the table, and she's just rambling, sorry. And when I pulled the cloth off of the table, there was it looked like Dad, but Dad was really sick. And then I don't know what happened. Everything just went back to normal, and I don't know what's happening.
Let's go get everyone else together.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I think Cassidy said she was on the other side of town. I don't know where Tim is.
He was where I left him this morning, probably at his farm. So we should go there to the family and get him and go to Cassidy.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Brenna,
Yes.
Marissa was with Tim at the farm this morning.
What?
I couldn't let that pass. I'm sorry.
We'll talk about that later. He's at the farm. Farm.
Totally
Yes.
understandable that she's too scattered to address that right now, but I just wanted to insert that just in case.
I had it here, and I was just like, is she gonna fucking say anything about it?
Yeah.
No.
A brief
The
moment of
sister's
brevity.
got black ooze all over her. Like,
Yeah.
that's more important right now.
Yeah, go to the farm.
She'd probably like pop her head back into the tavern and be like, "Be back later, Mom." Just go.
All right, don't forget about dinner.
Dinner?
Oh yeah, we were gonna do a family dinner and talking about stuff and catching up on stuff, but we'll make time for that. Let's just
Okay. I don't know if I could do dinner like this. Okay.
figure it out.
Yep. Rena's probably trying to do like breathing exercises on the way over there. Just.
No, she would hold Rena's hand as they're working and just kind of like squeeze her hand tight.
So you're gonna go get Tim and then find Cassidy?
Yeah.
Tim.
Be like, Tim, developments.
Rena's visibly wet.
Oh, heavens, you're worse. Okay. Oh, I know
She-
Cassidy tried, but let's see if I can do anything.
She smiles very half-heartedly.
Oh no, what did you eat? Did you find a little squid?
I coughed this up.
Oh. That's not good. Okay.
Eat
Anybody else
more.
have visions today? Okay. Let's talk about that once we get everyone together. In the meantime, I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on
Okay.
Rena here, but let me roll to actually try and cast.
Okay.
Oh, good. That's nice. 97.
Oh God, I thought you were gonna... I thought that was sarcasm for a second there.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think anything's needed to roll for that. All right.
For Dispel Magic, I have to meet the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So whatever was cast on her, if it has a level. I'm going to roll. Spellcasting ability. Would it be my efficiency?
What
ability.
is it? Is it's plus your spellcasting modifier?
Spellcasting ability.
Yeah.
So I think that's just
that's
intelligence bonus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it didn't roll that high.
What did you get?
Do I want to roll inspiration?
You could always try again another day.
I will point out just to like what you're doing right now is something like she just said. You could just try it again another day. I don't know if that's something you want to use inspiration for, but if you can, you could always try again later
I got a
instead
12.
of using it on the first day. Okay. Well, she doesn't become dry. Nothing visibly happens, but you cast the spell successfully at least.
I could also try it again today.
You could. Mm-hmm. That's true.
26 to cast?
Wow. Okay.
Am I stunted?
No. You just
Okay.
barely. You just barely.
Skin of
get
your
it out.
teeth.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get rid of the ink on yours. Oh, that's in a crevice. Roll better, damn it. Nope, that's not any better.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, the three of you have joined. You're off to find Cassidy. It should be easy enough to find her. You're not really going to have to look very hard, as the bulk of people doing any sort of work are at the Roundstone Ranch. So, and between her and Ash, who are both very hardy and tall people, they're easy to spot. And also, I would say you know Cassidy's silhouette pretty well by now. So, Cassidy, your friends have arrived. Rena is wet.
Still.
Still.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey.
Oh, right. She saw you earlier.
Yeah.
Right.
You haven't dried off yet, Rena.
Yeah. We should probably go somewhere quiet to talk.
All right. Where's a good place?
Court's currently being used. Probably not there.
Well, the court's being used by some pretty trusted allies. It might not hurt for them to know the developments on this. If they're actually there, they also might be out and around town right now. Was it 5 p.m., give or take, DM?
It's about, say again?
Is it about 5 p.m.?
Yeah, roughly by now. Yeah, for sure.
They might be there, they might not.
Yeah, we
If you
can
do
go there.
want utter privacy, we can just go out to a clearing and I can cast the hut. Maybe.
I
I don't think it'd be bad
Yeah,
to go to the court. Yeah?
yeah, we can go. We can do
Yeah,
that.
I'm comfortable with that.
Probably is a good idea to get as many heads on this as we can.
Yeah. My ass, you two are in the kitchen.
We were at the end of this.
I know, I'm just being funny.
Yes. Do feel free to reposition your tokens where you wish.
I'm gonna sit on the
Entering the
chair.
court, it is not overly lively, but James is still here. Not where you left him, Rarissa. He's not still sitting at the desk, but he's sitting over by the fire now. And Tide is with him, the water genasi. He sees the group of you come in, and he goes, "Oh, it's good to see all of you. How are developments out there? I haven't. The truth be told, I've been kind of sitting around today trying to get some rest."
Understandable. We're making progress.
Mhm.
But we needed a place to have a little discussion. You're welcome to sit in if you'd like. Maybe you can weigh in on the
Okay.
things.
Would you like me to? I'm totally fine with giving you privacy as well, if that's what you'd prefer.
I think, Brenna.
Yeah, we trust you, James.
Okay. Tide, just give us a minute. And he bows his head and hops up and walks out the front door.
I'm gonna try to collect myself a little bit better. I'm sorry. So, I had a vision thing. When I walked into the boathouse to go put Georgie's stuff back, I turned around and I shut the door, and everything just changed. There was jars that were filled with like this black ooze, and one jar filled with eyeballs and herbs that were all dried up and decayed, and um, it wasn't the boathouse. And I turned, and I can only assume that it was Grandma Peggy. She didn't respond when I had addressed her as such, but she laughed. And I followed her down this hallway, and there was just skeletons lining the hallway. They all had horns that looked like mine and Marissa's. We followed
A lot of them did.
a lot of them. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Not,
Sorry.
They all had horns. Not all of them were like yours.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, I just
Um,
wanted to make sure you had the right information.
And then walked into this room, and she sat down, and there was some muffled like yelling, and she banged on the table, and then when she pulled the tablecloth off, there was the blue skin and horns like mine, and it looked so sickly, but it looked like my dad. It looked like our dad. I don't know why I always fuck that up. and then just everything went back to normal. We were just salting the fish, and then I just coughed, and I don't know what happened, but she points to her arm, which has probably still got the ooze on it, and shows her
Yeah.
teeth. I don't know what's happening to me.
Okay. I was in our storage building and putting away some taters. Reached down to grab one, and it was just black tar. Maybe kind of like this ooze. Let me see your arm.
Shows arm.
Does that look kind of similar to what Tim encountered?
Give me an investigation roll.
Gladly. Love those. That is a 23.
It is very similar.
Looks
Very,
the same.
very similar. Yeah.
And then the whole building went dark and it changed, kind of like you described. The wood, the grain was different. I just saw two bright eyes in the dark. A voice that said, "Whenever I see you, I'll take your tongue." Something along those lines. I think she wanted to keep it in a jar. So I think maybe you and I saw the same person. And Peggy. Great.
Her mouth oozed what I think is this black stuff also, and it was really weird. She said that, we have similarities, and she has horns, and I'm assuming that's what she was referring to. I don't know.
Similar color skin too.
Similar color skin.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if she's really has your dad. There's no confirmation for that. You can't ask anyone else.
Well, Grimm had made that comment about saying hi to my dad.
See, I thought that was just bluster. Honestly. But yeah, maybe. Well, hey, whenever we go kill Peggy, we can get your dad back. That sounds exciting.
Yeah. If he's alive when we get there. He looked
Yeah.
very sick.
Maybe we can just throw him in the graveyard and he'll end up like Talia. Did I tell any of you about that?
Just for Rissa.
What?
Okay. Yeah, my sister's alive again. But she's not flesh and bone.
Brenda's gonna go grab a chair and sit down.
Really?
Yeah. She's staying with Whisper right now. Whisper's gonna be running some exercises and tests. Taking Talia's measure, so to speak. She's got a blushing bride flower blossoming right out of her chest. She's mostly vine underneath. But she seems to be herself. I don't really know how to feel about it. Both delighted and stressed. Cassidy, do you think you could cast your magic again and we work on Rena here to see if we can't alleviate some of her burden?
I can definitely give it a try. So I'll step forward and get ready.
I'll be there to analyze. See if I can cast it. Oh. Tim's just gonna hold up a hand.
Mm-hmm.
waits 6 seconds. I rolled a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, got 69.
Obligatory nice.
Thank you.
What were you casting, Tim?
I'm gonna be using Identify again to try and study the curse, see if I can't get more insight, like I did with Cassidy on her casting herself.
You're casting this so you can get a look at Rena?
Yeah, while she's dispelling the magic or removing curse, whatever her
Okay. Go ahead and
spell
give
is.
you're gonna roll with your spellcasting modifier or ability modifier, Cassidy.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? What did you say? Roll with my spellcasting ability?
Yeah. A
For
D20 plus your ability modifier for spellcasting.
to see if my spell works.
To see if it does anything. That's how we're determining it.
16.
Okay. Tim, the cursed gyroscope of arcane power shakes and becomes agitated when Cassidy's spell hits, but it continues to move. It continues to function. Give me investigations roll.
It's a 15.
Okay. While it still doesn't make sense to you, the language is not, or the runes is not something you recognize. There is another piece to the gyroscope now, an additional wheel, and it almost looks like a gear grinding against another gear with the way it moves. Like it moves forward, it hesitates, it jerks back, and then it goes again. Uh, and it has this black aura around it, which is not a color that you associate with a spell type. Uh, but there's this new facet to the gyroscope, and you instinctively look to your own, and you have the same thing.
Same black cog.
Mm-hmm.
What about anyone else?
No.
I'm not sure that helped, but I did see something new on both of us, Rena. Looks like you won't be the only one coughing up this black stuff.
Twinsies. Sorry.
It's just a suggestion.
Not the way I wanted to join your family, but all right.
We'll come back to that. I need to have a talk with both of you. James?
I realize that there's a lot of things lining up that are pointing to this all being coming from one source, and that might be the case. But do you all have a kind of physician in town? A doctor? A medic?
We didn't for a while,
Uh-huh.
but I think there might be someone we can talk to now.
Right.
Be a good time to check on her.
Because, you could just be sick, Rena. You could have breathed something in that's made you sick. Or, I don't know, however other ways you could get sick.
But what's making me damp 24/7?
Oh, I was talking about the stuff in your mouth.
Well,
I apologize. That's...
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean all of it. That's clearly magic.
Right.
That's something going on there.
Well,
But the coughing. You said you coughed and that stuff came out of your mouth, so
Mhm.
that might just be a medical issue.
I appreciate the optimistic outlook, and we'll follow and heed your advice because you know what?
Yeah.
I like it. I like.
You gotta search every avenue, even if, because it could be, or it could even be both. Maybe you're not sick naturally, but maybe it is a disease that you could take care of.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hold on
You guys
one
up for
second.
heading to Whispers?
I'm good for it.
Yeah, let's see what she has to say.
Thanks for your insight, James.
Hey, anything I could do to help? Because I don't know how much longer it's gonna be. I imagine we're gonna be leaving soon here.
Yeah.
But he sees you to the door when you go to leave.
If you need me for anything, just holler. All right?
Just keep that little tidbit about my sister quiet, please.
Oh, don't worry. I got it. I under lock and key.
Thank you.
G'day.
He's biting my headphone cables. They're not going to last very long. I thought I could have them in here, but that was incorrect. Hold on. I'm sorry. Say goodbye,
That's fine.
Vash.
We'll wait for her to come back real quick. So, you all depart from the court and make your way down to Whisper's hut.
Could I ask a side question?
Yes.
Is Rena still soaking?
Mm-hmm.
No change on that front?
No change.
Do you want to try again? Detect magic's still up.
No, I'm confident that I've done what I could.
Okay.
Perhaps could try on another person today who hasn't been dispelled. Sorry, disheartening.
Get it figured out. We'll get through this. I mean, the odds look pretty bleak whenever we set out from Greystand initially. Out of what, the Chaldean Shelf.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, we just booked it. When we returned, managed to defeat Myrna, make lots of allies. We're gonna get through this too.
It'd be really shitty to get taken out by some random disease we just picked up along the way after all that.
Yeah. Well, let me get a good look at all of you. Make some notes on how the curses are, and then I can actually make note of any changes. So,
Okay, give me another investigations.
oh no, that's nice. 24.
Okay. Marissa and Cassidy's gyroscopes of doom are chugging on. They don't look different from when you previously saw them. No difference in color, no difference in erratic and unpredictable movement. And what else? Is there anything else that you were looking for here?
No, just wanted
You
to
already
make note of their current condition
right.
because I can't say for sure that I have been doing that. And what if James is right?
Mhm.
Of course, I don't think he is, but I'll still use his advice.
Um, and you already know about the changes that I've mentioned for you and Rena. So, with the additional gyroscopic ring, or gear, however you want to look at it. So, you all make your way to Whisper's hut. You go to push what is often an unlocked door open, but find it locked.
I'll give it a knock. This is Tim Thomas. Hello?
The shutter, the window next to the door, you see the shutter push open a little bit and then it closes. And the hooded Whisper opens the door and yes, apologies for having the door locked. Do enter. Wait.
No apologies needed.
Do all enter?
Yeah. I thought I'd mentioned Talia's risen state to you guys before we went to fight Myrna. The whole measure. This is like outside of character. Thinking back.
I don't think you had time to address it,
I don't
though.
recall that
Okay.
one
Let
way
me
or
see.
the other.
Guess I meant to.
Um,
Oh well. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, we can all head in.
She opens the door and beckons the four of you to enter. And as you all shuffle in, she does shut and lock the door behind you. You all see on the other end of the room a very much alive Talia Tia Thomas with Tim, more green skin than previously. Previously, it was more of a grayish green. Now it's more towards a pleasant green coloration. All the other details about her are still the same, but her skin tone looks a little more healthy, if you will, considering her current situation. And she kind of hops up as soon as she sees you enter. She goes, "Well, hey there, Tim." And she looks and she goes, "Oh, hello, everybody. Oh,
Sorry to just throw this on you, Talia, but
is
meet the
everything all
measure.
right? Hi, girls. I'm back." And you all can see she's wearing this top that she's wearing a dress, and the top has a very low V to it, but it is mostly filled in with this large blushing bride flower that takes up the bottom half of the V cut on this dress. It for comfort because it sticks out a good bit. But yeah, she's wearing like this cream colored dress, light fabric, and she normally in the past you would see Talia and she had an air of confidence about her, but in this moment she looks very nervous, almost shy. I'm happy to see all of you. I hope you're not too freaked out.
We've seen weirder.
definitely seen weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not saying you're weird.
Hmm. Well, okay.
So
Good.
far, so good. You're not trying to hurt anybody.
No, never. I don't want to help.
Well, great. I think we could use some help.
From me?
Yeah. Would you
Okay.
like to? You
I'd
okay
love-
with that?
I'd love to, yeah.
All right.
You ever
Fantastic.
heard of anybody coughing up black ick before?
Black ick. I heard of people coughing up blood before. usually from some sort of wound to their their stomach. Why? You you who's sick?
Me and Rena. Well,
Oh,
Rena right now believe that I'm going to be next.
all right. Hmm. Oh, well.
Tim, Tim's going to pull out one of his leather flaps that he
Hmm.
collected the quickling residue on.
Oh, their deteriorated body goop.
Yeah. How does
Mm-hmm.
that look?
Blue.
Still blue?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like it's all it's almost like a lightning blue. Like it's fairly bright. It's
Yeah.
gross.
I rolled history for it, and I think Tim and Rena were the only ones to inhale that.
The 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 dust
Mhm.
or the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was only the two of you.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um. All right. Well. Oh, and she's got like this piece of cloth that's around her neck, and she grabs it and she pulls it up, and it goes over her face and her mouth, and she just kind of like goes like this with both hands for you to come close, and she goes, "All right, come here. Let me have a look. What's going on,
Rena just
Rena?"
smiles.
Oh, and she like takes your face in her hands really gently, and she is actually like her touch is cold. It's not like the warmth of a live person. Um, but she goes, "You just open your mouth, please."
Uh,
Hmm. You tried rinsing it out or anything like that?
it just happened like 20, 30 minutes ago. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
really get that far. I kind of panicked.
When did you notice it?
About 20, 30 minutes ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
I'm
okay.
sorry, Rena. I mean, did something happen? What?
Um,
How did you notice it?
like I coughed into my arm and it kind of went all over my arm. We were
Oh,
salting the fish we caught earlier today.
you been coughing a lot lately?
Mm, no, this is the first time that I remember.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I don't. Whisper, do you have something I can get a bit of this with? And uh, Whisper goes and she gets it's like a little square cloth, and she hands that to Talia along with a little bag, little envelope or whatever. And she's like, I'm just gonna get a little bit on here. All right,
You want me to just
just
cough into it, or are you just gonna?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, just keep your mouth open. Don't
Okay.
bite my
Yeah.
finger. And she like wipes like the inside of your mouth, and she's like, "All right," and she puts it in the bag. She goes, "I'm gonna see what I can do with that. If Whisper can get me out of here tonight, I'll go and run some tests. Maybe just try washing your mouth out with some water and salt. Give
Mhm.
it a good rinse and spit it out. Maybe do it 2 or 3 times and see if you can, just do it till it still starts coming out clear if you can. I mean, you know, don't go doing it all night. Just see if it helps.
Okay,
Um,
I can do
you
that.
you might have. I'm not saying that that's just going to take care of it, but you could have just coughed this up. Maybe it was in your system,
Yeah.
but I can't say I've seen nothing like this before. Well,
We did
we'll see.
encounter some little creatures, um, blue little things, very fast. Whenever they were
Oh,
defeated, they expelled this sort of dust. Collected remnants of one of their decaying bodies, and I've got this on a leather flap here. I'll leave it with you as well,
okay.
just in case there's any similarities. We
Okay.
both breathed it in.
Whisper and I'll take a look at all this. Right? Is that okay, Whisper? And she nods. Um, anything else going on? Y'all doing? Dear, you're sweating up a storm. And she just kind of like picks up a towel and like dabs your cheek, Rena.
Uh, yeah, it's just been a day. You know, it's really hot out, and
Right, it is summer.
right.
You can tell her if you'd like, Rena.
Tell me what.
I'm cursed.
We all are.
Oh,
I didn't know if we wanted to let her know that, so I
uh,
told Mom I fell in the lake.
all right. Well, what are we doing about it? Do we got it? Do y'all have a plan?
We're working on finding the person responsible.
Okay. Does that mean you're gonna have to go away again?
Probably.
All right. Well, you see me before you go. Okay.
Of course.
Okay. I'll try and put something together for you before you run off.
You're looking a lot better today, Talia. Did you get some sunshine?
I did actually. I was gonna tell you. Whisper took me out over past the tree line the other day, and we found a nice sunny spot. And I just sat in the sun for a good, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours, and I bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I feel like I could run all around this village without losing my breath.
Well, you look it.
Thank
You're
you.
glowing.
It's just a little
Fantastic.
sunshine and some water. I'm doing great. Starting to feel like my old self again. I think the flower even perked up a bit, and she's like motioning to the petals on the flower. There's like a little more greenery underneath it, like leaves and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that is exactly what I did. So,
Well, did I tell you about Lavana passing away?
oh, oh, I don't know if you did. That's. Oh, no offense, girls. I know she wasn't too kindly to you, but that's awful. We lost a lot of people. To be clear, I don't like how she treated you two, but she was a bit of a pillar around here. So that's
You ever-
sad to hear her go, but
Did you ever go to her teachings?
yeah, once or twice. I like the nature stuff, so hearing about it sometimes when I was feeling a little down kind of encouraged me. Why?
Oh, just curious.
Not very often though.
I'm gonna pipe in and reiterate the mission to replace Lavana from Valdine and let the measure know that's something he's asked us to keep an eye out for, is scouting the right person for that job.
Those are some big shoes to fill. As hard as that might be to believe.
Something to think on.
Mm-hmm.
It's important for the town to have someone to turn to when they're down,
Mm.
just like you did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we have to get back for dinner, right?
Yeah, no, Mom wanted us to. Yeah, we have dinner.
Okay.
Oh, let me get your shirt real quick. If I can.
Huh?
I'm gonna clean her shirt.
Oh, prestidigitate.
All right, good. That's a 62.
No, for a second she was probably just like, "Take my shirt off? What?" Like,
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think prestidigitate.
I can't dry you off, but I can at least clean you up.
I'm going after both sisters? Excuse me?
yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
He's not that greedy.
I just couldn't tell you apart, I swear.
Wow. Amazing.
Next thing you know, he's kicking Ash down into the ground so he can get all three.
Whoa.
Tim the ladies man. Oh my god.
Never
Anyway.
thought I'd see the day.
You
It's
won't.
always the one you least expect.
Jesus Christ. Well, Talia, thank you.
Of course. Sorry, I need a sip of water. Don't worry. I hope that I can come back with something for you. Whatever it might be.
Yeah, honestly, even if you don't, and I trust you. You'll always
Oh.
have something for us, but I appreciate you just looking. I don't know
Oh.
why I'm picking up the accent.
It's contagious.
It
It's all
is.
right. And
It is.
she gives you a hug if you let her.
I'll absolutely give her a hug. 100%.
Smells like a fresh spring day. That flower's like right there too. So
Oh my gosh, what if Anthea uses plant growth on Talia?
Oh God, that could be. Who knows?
Really big Talia. 14
Talia.
feet tall.
I am Talia.
Well, hey there, Tim.
Jesus.
Need you to wear some breeches now?
She'll be like Groot. She'll need to get her vegetation a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
We do not have that much cloth to make clothing for her.
She could get leaves. It's fine.
Rena's gonna grab Marissa and say, yeah, let's head out.
all right, I'll see y'all later. Don't be strangers. Now that you know I'm here.
We won't.
Gonna give Talia a hug and then kind of pull Whisper off to the side real quick.
Yes.
She
Tim?
looks great, but how is she doing?
As to be expected of Talia, she's doing well. Her wants are different. I'm not trying to be funny, much like caring for a plant. She does absorb sunlight, as you can see. She is much more vibrant, more perk to her overall appearance after spending some time in the sun. And she is drinking a lot of water. I have had to make several trips to the river. But
Thank
no food that I have seen her. Oh, no, not true. She did eat something that I offered her, but it didn't really seem to interest her. I don't think she needs to eat. I think she just needs sunlight and water.
Might be enough.
But mentally, she's doing fine.
She
It
doesn't
is,
seem quite the same.
well, I believe that is fear.
Could be.
She died. And she has come back. That is no small task, and while I have not died and come back, I do dare say that would weigh heavily on one's psyche.
I guess some people I assumed were more familiar or more accepting of the idea of the cycle. Maybe faced with the reality of death in and of itself, it's a lot more to face. And I'd assume-
Experiencing something carries a lot more weight than merely the knowledge of it.
True enough.
I believe in time she will regain her confidence, but it will be slow, and the more people that are exposed to her, which have only been you and your friends and myself, the more it will slow that from happening. She has become comfortable with me, but as I have witnessed today, she is nervous when addressing people from her pre-death.
Okay. So you think we probably shouldn't rush into reintroducing her to the village or even the family?
She seemed to handle this fine. Fine enough. She did not panic. Your friends are also very welcoming. They're very friendly. So
Yeah.
that makes it easier. If you were to reintroduce her to your family, I think that you should prepare them first.
Yeah. Seems it might be difficult to do. Best I could do
How?
is tell them.
Yes.
Tell them all about her before they see her. Let them
Yes.
prepare themselves mentally, come to terms with it, talk things out.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, that is what sounds to be best, and you know your family the best. So, you know the best way to present them this sort of information.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, they'd just be happy to have her back.
That would be the best outcome.
Thank you for your
Wo-
time, Whisper. Thank you for all the work you're doing.
Work well worth it. It is good to have my old friend back.
Likewise.
She gives you a soft smile and places a hand on your shoulder and just gives it a squeeze. Twins!
Good, we skipped
Mom's.
the talk.
For
Or at least Tim did.
now.
Oh,
Oh,
I was just gonna say that for now. Go ahead. What's up, Brenna? Oh, Marissa.
No.
Damn it.
I was gonna say, did Whisper leave the door unlocked? And when the rest of them
Yeah.
left,
Yeah.
Wrestler probably would have been like, "Oh, hold on," and run back in and kissed him on the cheek, and then ran back out to Rena. It's gonna be like, "Yeah," and then just ran away.
Okay.
Whisper just raises a brow and gives you this curious look. Twins. Mom's easy to find. Mom's home. You go in and she is amidst the process of cooking dinner. Fish and whatever root vegetables she had in storage. She smiles at both of you as you enter, and you can see there's a. Oh, I actually have a. We have your house map.
Yay.
We're gonna use, it's the evening, but we're gonna use the day map because why not?
Oh my god, the last time we were on this map was when Rena had that talk with Mom. Jesus Christ, that was 30 episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Sorry.
No, you're good. Hold on.
Gonna tell her about Dad or not yet?
Yeah.
That's what dinner's about.
Oh,
Dinner's
shit.
about. Time to spill the tea.
In this, as she's setting Oh, there's 2 Rowenas on the map. My bad.
No, we're not doing this. Is one of them gray? No.
No. She's setting food out on the table, and you could see Rena in God damn it, in this window. She has the piece of stained glass set carefully. You know that this window's the sun comes through this window, so she has this as carefully as she can set in the window frame, uh, and she's just kind of putting food out. Um, all right, well, eat up, please. Tell me, I, how's everything? Good to see you got cleaned up, Rena.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Tim helped, like you said.
Good. He's a good boy. Well, talk to me. How was your day? How was Rarissa spent time telling me a little about your adventures, but I'm sure you have your own stories or experiences to talk about, Rena.
Well, I trust Urissa, told everything well, of course. But
Not everything.
Dad? Yeah.
Well, you gave me the glass.
Yeah. So, Mom, do you know how old Dad is?
I always thought that perhaps it was better if I didn't know. I mean, he looked close enough to my age, but to be someone of so much power, and I thought it may be possible that he was a bit older, but I never bothered to ask. He always acted young enough.
Rena's just kind of picking at her food, and I mean, if you had to take a guess, like how old do you think, he was?
Late 30s, early 40s at the most.
Rena looks at Urissa, like, kind of looking for confirmation that we should say something.
He's definitely older than that. That stained glass wasn't really the only thing we found of him.
Right.
There was also a
Sorry.
statue.
Yeah.
Really? Like, are you sure?
There was a nameplate, like that had his name on it. At the bottom of it, looked just like, my echo.
That's incredible.
This was at a city that's
What's a city?
a really, really big village. Like, a million times bigger than our little village.
Really?
Completely made of stone.
Must have been hundreds of people.
It seemed like there were a lot.
Seemed?
Yeah, it's destroyed.
Oh.
And we figured that it's been destroyed for about 1,200 years.
Oh. Oh my.
Dad's really fucking old. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Dad's really old.
Slaps your hand. I don't know how to feel about that. I can't say that I was ever lied to because I never asked him, but my. Oh
It
my.
was a lot for us to take in too.
Statues, stained glass. That's a lot. Sounds like he was very important there.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he was good to them, as he was to us.
It seems like it. From, we didn't find much, but,
Mm-hmm.
the statue and the glass, I don't know. I think he might still be alive.
I'd like to hope that too, Rena. She just gives your hand a squeeze.
She goes to pull away for a second. She thinks she's gonna get slapped and then leaves her hand.
Yeah, she like grabs your hand. Like,
Is there anything at all that Dad might have told you that maybe didn't seem important at the time? Like anything that was maybe weird? Any hint about what was going on before he left?
He just told me he didn't know if he'd ever be able to come back again. And I asked him if they were going to kill him. And he wouldn't answer me. I don't think he knew, though, what would happen in that moment. But I like to think that perhaps he is still alive, and when he can come and see us again, he will.
I really hope he will. Lost his damn knife in the river a few months back.
The bone knife?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Stupid,
wondered what happened to that.
stupid fucking lobster.
What?
Nothing. I found it when I was like 9, Mom. You didn't hide it very well.
Well, Hmm. If you were young enough, I would ground you. Well, maybe it'll turn up.
I hope so. I'm gonna summon my echo. Does it mimic your movements? Is that what happens? Or
No, you command it
oh,
to
okay. I'm
do
gonna
things.
make it sit in the chair next to Mom.
Okay. It does. And she just tears up a little bit. Doesn't acknowledge it too much, but she looks at it for a moment and she just squeezes your hand and nods. If
Well,
I
sorry.
knew anything, I would tell you, girls. You're old enough, I wouldn't keep things from you.
You didn't want to mention it the last time we spoke, but I figured I'd ask again. But who caught you two?
Well, I suppose it doesn't matter now, but it was Lavana.
Of course it was.
Well, she thought she was doing what was right. While I believe her to have been wrong, she was just doing what she thought. She was trying to protect the village. She might have become old and insufferable in her older years, but she once was a very formidable individual. Much at the behest of Viren, she would go off into the woods by herself, and she would often get into arguments with the leaders and challenge them, and insisting that she had the village's best interest in mind. She was always suspicious of me, I guess. But she's gone now, so doesn't really matter now.
I've never felt so angry than I did when I put my scimitar through Myrna or Lavana. And just knowing that she took that away from us is just, I don't know. Wish I could have said something to her, gave her another piece of my mind. Just one more time.
It's best not to waste energy on the dead that don't deserve it, dear. But I understand.
Besides, I
never
took that dump in her yard anyway, so now I know she definitely deserves it.
I didn't hear that.
That was you? Jeez.
Yuri got a lot of flack for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they blamed me for that one. I would never. Damn, Marissa.
Really pissed me off.
Well, the rest of the evening goes well enough. A few tears here and there reminiscing of days past when he was here, and as well as some more lighthearted moments speaking of your adventures further. But as the candles burn out and the night fully takes, we're going to close out our session there. So, thank you everybody for coming out. Your continued support is always appreciated. This will be on YouTube on Thursday for your reviewing or full viewing pleasure. Or if you would prefer a audio version, it will be on Spotify and other major platforms come Friday. There is a delay on the last The Adventure Continues audio podcast. That is my fault. I didn't use our usual audio recording, so I have to retrieve the video and rip the audio that way. But anyway, that will be up as soon as I have a moment to do so. Thank you all. We appreciate you. We love you. Have a great night. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.